Hello friends, welcome to Beyond Careers. Today let's learn how to schedule emails using Python. Okay, so let's start by creating a Python file. So first of all, I would prefer saving this file. So I'll just say email schedule this one. You can give whatever name you want. Like what you would have learned in the previous sessions. So first thing is you need to import your SMTP library. So let's import our SMTP library. Okay, and next step is we are going to import the MIME types which is required for our program. Okay, and then next is let's import our MIME type text, couple of imports, and then what we will do is we need to import the schedule. So this, if you're doing it for the first time or you have installed your Visual Studio or Python for the first time, you need to pip install. So how do we do it? We just go here, go to the terminal, type on the command pip install schedule. So since I have already installed, it will say requirement already satisfied, otherwise it gets installed. Okay, so this is, you have to do it only for the first time. Okay, and only for the first time. Okay, and we will also import time. Okay, so now these are the key imports which are good enough for our program. Okay, so now let's start writing our code or the implementation. So first thing is let's define a job. Okay, so job. So what we have to do is, so for the job, so let's kind of write subject as daily report or whatever. So you can give whatever subject you wanted, and then we will also give body. Let's type body. This is the daily report from Beyond Careers, and to whom we wanted to send. So for this ease of the program, so what we will do is we will kind of send it to ourselves, but of course you are free to send it to anyone you want, but here I'm just giving as Beyond Careers. Okay, so I will send this email to myself. So okay, so and then what we are going to do is we are going to call a function called send email. So this, it says send email is not defined. So okay, so here what we are trying to say is we will create a function called send email. The parameters what it takes is subject, what subject we want to do. Subject is already there. Body is something, this is the daily report from Beyond Classes, Beyond Careers, and then this to email is Beyond Careers, to whom we wanted to send. Okay, so now let's define this function, what send email, the actual implementation of this function. So now I will say here define function, and then let's kind of initialize from whom we wanted to send. So I'm going to send from my Beyond Classes email, Beyond Careers email ID. Okay, and the password is whatever you would have created for your app. So as per the new Google restrictions, you have to be very careful. You can't give your Google email ID and password, but you have to create a password for this particular application. Okay, so if you don't know how to do that, please check our YouTube channel. You have a simple video how to create app password. Okay, so now once this is done, so what we are going to do is, so let's kind of initialize our message. I'm going to say multipart, and message I'm going to say from whom. So what we are going to do is this from keyword. So we are saying from whom this email is going to kind of be sent, and then we also have to specify to which email ID. So this is the to email ID to whom you're going to send, and what is the subject. Okay, so these are the key important things, so that when you send the email you will be able to see all this in your email. Okay, so now after this, what we are going to do is we are going to say message we are going to say attach MIME text, we are going to say MIME text. So, but of course there are multiple things you can say. If you go and check, go to declare definition. So you have MIME text, and then you have rich text, all those things. So, but for now we are going to kind of say what is our this one. So if you really wanted to know, you can say attach. So you can say different things. So you can always go back and refer here. Okay, so now for the moment, for the simplicity of this one, we are saying it's text. Okay, so it is plain. You can also give HTML and things like that, but that we can see in another video. But for now, let's send a plain text. Okay. So once this is done, so your structure, message structure is properly created. Now what we have to do is SMTP. We need to log in those basic steps. So if you see, let's put it on try catch. So now try. So server. So what we have to do, SMTP library, SMTP, we are going to connect to the SMTP server, and then 587 is the port of Google, so, or the Gmail. So smtp.gmail.com is the SMTP server, and 587 is a port where it will keep listening. So we initialize that, and then after that we need to also say let's connect through TLS. Okay, so for this exercise, let's connect through TLS. So when you do this server.start TLS, all your connection and communication will happen through TLS. Okay, and then next we need to kind of log in. So login, we have to send the what is the email ID and what is the password. Okay, so email ID is beyond carriers and password is this. So now whatever we have been able to log in. So now these are the key important steps, and then what we are going to do is we are also going to convert this message into a text. So how do you do that? Text is equals to message dot as text as string. So then what happens is your message would come as a string. So that is what we are going to pass it to our send email. Okay, so now server, let's kind of server dot send email, like send email will take from email ID and then to, and then this text. Okay, so if you see this one, it is clearly say from address and then to address and then message. Okay, so str. Okay, so we have converted that. So now what we are going to do is we are going to say this is a standard pattern. So you have to log in, you have to initialize, you have to do a TLS, you log in and then send email, and then you say quit. Okay, so now if this how do you know whether it is sent? So what you are going to do is let's kind of capture as a print this one. So now if everything is in the happy path, what in case there is an issue or there is an error, either the password is not correct or the email is not correct. So let's catch it in the exception. Okay, so now exception, what we are going to do is we are going to capture that as an exception. Okay, so now this is done. So now what we have done, now we have implemented this send email method, and then we are kind of calling this function here, and then in the job method the send email is called. Okay, so now it's all fine. So how do you call this job? So the job, usually there are two ways. One, you can, when you run this program, automatically this job gets called. So after the program ends, then your email is sent, that's job. But our goal is to schedule this whole email sending. So for that, what you have to do is there is a schedule method which takes whether you want to send it every day, every week or whatever, right? You can schedule. So for now, since we wanted to send it every day, what we are going to do is we are going to call schedule every day. So you can specify whatever time. So now since my time is 17:16, so let's kind of give it as 17, say 17:18. Okay, So another 2 minutes, this will send a email. So okay, so now what the schedule does is every day at this particular time do, and then call this job method. Okay, so now this has to be continuously running. So what the way is, we are going to create a schedule which is going to run as long as the program is running. So I'll say while true, and I'm going to say run schedule this till it is running, and then sleep. Yeah, so this will put my Python program continuously running. Okay, so this is how my program will be continuously running. Okay, so now let's run this program. Okay, and see. All right, now to run this program, so what we are going to do is we will hit on the run option here, run code. So this is running, this is an indication, it's waiting, and then since we have scheduled it at 1807 and my system time is 1806, we may have to wait for a few seconds, but this program will keep running until unless this is it, and then if it is successful, then we will get email sent successfully. Okay, so this is how your scheduler will work. Okay, so now if there is any issues, then you will actually get failed to send an email, otherwise we will get email sent successfully. Okay, so let's see, now it is 07, yeah, so now I got this email sent successfully. Okay, congratulations. So I'm sure you should also got this. If this is what output you have got, that means your program is working fine. Okay, so we will open the Gmail and then check whether we are able to get the email. Okay, okay, let me open my Gmail and let's see whether we have got the email. Okay, yeah, so now if you see, yeah, hooray, we have got the email, and if you see, we got it at 607, and then the sender is beyond classes curious, and then the receiver also is beyond curious, and this is the subject, daily report, and this is the body content. Yeah, so with that you would have learned how to send emails via Python and schedule emails via Python. Okay, see you in the next session. Thank you.